Anyway, are you kidding me? I thought it was going to start automatically.
Ladies
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been into this segment for 38 minutes. Broadcasting on Periscope, Chris Tabb. Broadcasting on Periscope, Corey Manning. Broadcasting on Corey Manning's Facebook page. The whole purpose of doing this is to create a show that we can air.
I thought it was
on Google or YouTube that people can watch not only instantaneously, but also can watch at a later time. Chris Tabb has never, since we've been talking for this whole 38 going on 39 minutes now, never hit the damn start broadcast button. He just hit it.
That's me, ladies and gentlemen.
Continue.
Yo, I thought it was going to start automatically, man. You got me caught up. So anyway, is there a line that you
you really want to ask me a question? Because you just started the broadcast, so people who are watching it don't even know the backstory to the question.
No, it's cool. We cool.
Of course, you got no viewers because they looked and don't see anything. But anyway, ask me the question, inform the question in a complete sentence, so people will know that why you asking me the question.
Is there a line? Is there a line that you draw on stage, or topics or material that you will not go into?
Well, to answer your question,
as a performer,
to answer your question, Chris Tabb, now that we're live. In reference to the whole trending topic of whether or not Leslie Jones is stepping and fetching in her role on her new movie that she was cast in, which is called Ghostbusters. Remake of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me, is there a line on stage that I draw? Normally, no. If I'm booked to do a show and it's an open show where anything goes, I don't draw a line. Now, I will say in the live element, it's easier to do that because if you're really a comedian, depending on the type of comedian you are, you can actually read into an audience and see how far you can go with the material that you have and adjust accordingly. Now, if I'm booked to do a show and they straight out tell me that I'm supposed to be clean or don't touch on these topics, then right. I either I say no, I don't want to do the show because I don't want to be limited in that way, or I agree to do the show and I keep my material in line with what they've asked me to do. Right. That's the professional.
And especially if it's, obviously if you're at a fundraiser for, cancer, you're not going to, there's a thin line. There's a thin line because you don't want to, in that case, offend anybody who might be out there suffering it. But I think it's on you as a professional to find the humor in it.
Right.
Find the humor in it and make them comfortable with you doing humorous topics.
If what you were getting ready to say, and I kind of cut you off, is if I'm at a show about cancer, would I do any cancer material, or things that touch on it? Yes. If I don't have any directly written material around cancer, I'm not going to try to create that on stage. But if there's a moment or a beat where something is going on, and me referencing the elephant in the room, and it can bring humor,
I think
then I would do that. I would do that.
I think you definitely have to. Yeah.
So, I mean, I was trying to give an example, but that's in the moment. For example, if there's someone in the room, it's a woman in the room, and
she's in a wheelchair.
She's in a wheelchair, or she's because she's going through radiation treatment. She's bald.
Yeah.
That's sexy as hell.
I think so.
Yeah, and I'll bring it up.
I think so.
And there's opportunity for
my old school fans.
Yeah.
Who is the sexiest bald-headed woman?
Grace Jones?
Did you ever see the Ohio Players album cover? That's going back a ways. That's probably a little bit too old school for most of you out there, but
I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry. I apologize. We have to look that up. Let me see if I can find.
Well, I found out recently that she is She's Indian. She's of Indian descent. Her name is something Indianish. But yeah, the Ohio Player.
Keep talking.
The Ohio Player album covers were epic, monumental. I mean, just whichever. Yeah, those album covers were something to behold. Yeah, I don't. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Those album covers were took me through puberty.
Well, do you know how many times I've taken care of myself?
Yeah, please don't. Please.
So this album cover.
Please don't. Please don't.
Okay, we got. Let's go because we're totally off topic.
We're totally off topic. We're totally off topic. We are live. 857-220-7378. If you want to call in, jump in, bring in your topics, talk about whatever. For anybody out there who wants to join on the YouTube stream.
Now that we're on YouTube, now that we're live on YouTube.
Now that we're live on YouTube.
Click on YouTube, and we're broadcasting the second half of the show that's actually airing.
We'll go a little long today for the folks that are the folks that are out there.
Okay. But again, our sponsors for this show are, you can check me out performing at the House of Blues on March the 9th. That's this Thursday. For those that are looking at this live, Thursday, March the 9th at the House of Blues, along with Brian Glowacki, Drew Dunn, and also CJ Brown are going to be. Then Chris Tabb is hosting a weekly show at the Comedy Scene. He's the house MC. They have shows each and every Friday and Saturday down at the Comedy Scene at Foxborough, which is 200 Patriot Place, literally next to Gillette Stadium.
Right across from the door.
Yes, you can actually see the stadium as soon as you walk into the club. I'll be hosting a comedy show featuring NBC's Last Comic Standing finalist Nikki Carr going down. That's March the 20th. Come out, you can get your tickets at funroomcomedy.com. $15 in advance. You can also get reserved seating and get prime seating by going to funroomcomedy.com. Me and Chris will actually be at the Comedy Scene together at Patriots Place on our live off-the-wall comedy show. That's us, the dynamic duo of comedy, doing our damn thing. We're booking comedians that are national headliners. One of our guests who just added is the one and only Mike Murray.
Big Mike!
Rhode Island's deaf comic.
Why do you say
that's who he is, man. That's who he calls himself, the deaf comic of Rhode Island. He actually auditioned for America's Got Talent and almost made the cut.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
he's gonna be in the building May 13th.
And I'll let you tell this because this, Carol Lee's Comedy Corner.
I don't know who that is. No. Blessed to be chosen second year in a row for the house MC at Carol Lee's Comedy Corner.
Was the third?
Yeah, I did it last season.
Okay.
Well, the first season I was in and out, and then we just sort of made it official last season. So Carol Lee's Comedy. Carol Lee's Comedy Corner. I am the house MC's monthly shows down there. Great time if you want to come down to the Cape, hang out. In the summer, it is just a beautiful thing. I'm so blessed to have this gig. Great drinks, and come on down and have a good time. We got March 19th. Ray Harrington will be in the building. Big Ray, who is now starring in his own film, Be a Man.
That's what's up.
So come on down March 19th. Tickets and information at www.christabshow.com.
There it is. Ah, man. I can't believe you did not hit the start button.
Look, somebody's on. Viewer, give us a shout out in the chat to let us know you're in the building.
Now that you waited 38 minutes to jump on, because Chris Tab never hit the damn start button.
I thought I thought since we had it scheduled that it was going to jump off automatically and jump in, and then you distracted me because you jumped right in.
I'm taking care. I got 3 things going right now. You're in charge of 2.
This is how live TV works.
No,
man.
It's not. In order for live TV to work, it must be live.
This is how live TV works.
In order for live TV to work, you have to start broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that's not how live TV works.
Okay.
That's how unlive.
That's a lesson learned. Welcome, viewer. Call in if you like, 857-220-7378. We'll be posting. I don't know what's up with my Perry though, but I think I think people are really digging the
Facebook joint.
The Facebook joint.
I don't even know
so
how many.
Might be,
I don't even know how many like viewers I might actually have because people are 9, 10 viewers. Okay, what's up? Thank y'all for joining.
So people are on. Make sure you do your shout outs when you're on because we want to shout out where you're from. I wonder if more people are from Massachusetts or more people across the United States.
Let me explain what Chris is saying. Shout out. So when you come on, for those viewers we have, just make a comment saying the city and state that you're in. That's all you got to do, is just say hello, and then we'll keep it moving. I do want to discuss or talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is
yogurt.
No, we talked about yogurt last week. That was hilarious. I still got people hitting me up about that because they agree that it was the truth. Like you yogurt ladies know this, that if you eat yogurt, it helps you.
I don't. It's another topic for another time.
I'm trying to say it in a clean way.
You can't.
It helps your vagina.
I don't know who you're hanging out with or what medical manuals that you're looking at, but okay, do what you do.
What I want to talk to ladies about is ask this question, like what makes a person sexy? You know what I'm saying? Because I've always wanted that. Like some people are considered sexy and some people aren't. But what actually defines you as being sexy? Is it the way a person carries themselves? Is it the way they look? Is it what they're wearing? Like what is it that makes you sexy? Like I have different categories for sexiness. Like I consider.
Well, I think, and you make a good point. I think sexy is definitely personal choice. Go ahead.
I have different categories for being sexy, but like some things that I think are sexy, most people might not think it's sexy.
Right. That's why it's beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But even to that, we're not talking about beauty. We're talking about sexy, which I think is a whole other which is a whole other area of checking somebody out.
Yeah, but I think just like you find something beautiful about a person that another person might not find beautiful about it, you might find something sexy about a person that another person might not find sexy. So chime in, give me your comments, type your comments in the either Periscope, or you can type it right here on Facebook.
Or
what is something on YouTube? You can type in what are some characteristics that makes a person sexy to you?
Well, I think for one, I think things that when we talk about beauty, I think that, you know, that's where you start looking at someone's spirit. Like I think somebody can have a beautiful spirit or just beautiful eternally, or just their the way they care, their caring nature, or just their aura about them can make them a beautiful person. You know, a person's at peace, they're not rah-rah, they're not ratchet,
right,
or whatever.
Right.
And then when we start talking about sexy, I think we could get more into I think that gets more into physical attributes. Mm-hmm. If we say, you know what I'm saying? If you're into, you know, if you're into the slope of somebody's neck, mm-hmm, that could make them sexy. You know, right, that little area, and I'm completely talking about women here. I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure.
Based on some of the texts you've been telling me lately.
Oh my!
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress. Go ahead.
No, but you could find the slope of a woman's neck and shoulder to be sexy. I'm just saying.
The slope of a neck and
shoulder.
This
little area right here between from the tip of the ear down that little slope right there. Oh
what
man. Because sometimes you could look at that as like, wow, that's that little area if you can get to, because you know, if you could like kiss it or touch it or whatever, sometimes women like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that as an example, I'm saying that could be an area you find very sexy on a woman.
I think you're sharing a little bit about yourself.
I'm not sharing nothing.
So ladies, when you see Chris Tabb looking at your neck, if you see him looking at your neck, he's checking your neck out because he think your neck is sexy. Now you got chicks right now, chicks and women online right now looking at their neck. Like,
checking for hair. Checking for hair and chicken.
I got some moles right here.
If you got stubble, the The deal is off.
What about rolls? A couple of rolls?
You got rolls on your
neck. Is that sexy?
If you got rolls on your neck.
Some people got rolls, man. Like, you got rolls. I got rolls.
Some people might think that's sexy. You're right. Some people might think that's sexy.
Some people might be on a roll. But you got But for me, I'll give you something. Again, chime in with your comment. What you think is what's sexy to you? Please chime in. For me,
on a man, woman, or
something more specifically, something that's unique that most people won't find to be sexy that you find to be sexy. Here's what's sexy to me. When I'm on the T or some public transportation,
it's already bad. No, this is already bad.
I'm just giving an example. When I'm in a public place or somewhere where I see people that I don't normally see, new people, no stranger that I see, and I see a woman sitting and she's reading a book. That's sexy as hell.
That's talking.
Yo, if I see a woman reading like I'm not a woman. If I see an attractive woman reading like that, it's nothing sexier than a woman who can not only read.
So are you saying,
but she wants to read?
So are you saying an unattractive woman reading is not as sexy to you? I mean, so which is it? Come on, somebody.
Yeah, if she's unattractive, it's not gonna have the same effect of if she is attractive. But if she's unattractive and she's reading, that ups her from a 4 to about a 5 or a 6.
Does it depend on what she's reading?
No, as long as she's reading.
If she's over there reading a comic book.
Oh, that takes up to about a 7 or 8. If she's reading, dog, come on now. If you see a, let's put it like this. If you were to see a sexy woman and she's reading Marvel magazine, she's reading Marvel Civil War.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The what's it? Not the comic book, but she's got the graphic novel.
Yeah.
She got one of those thick joints, and she's reading the joint, and she's got on like glasses, and she's got the hair up.
I think you're taking it into a little bit of an area of a kind of fetishy, but
yes, that's what I would call it.
Yeah, I doubt you're gonna see that wearing reading a Marvel graphic novel. That would be
or to take it to
a tough one.
Or to take it to another level. If you're conversating with someone or a group of people, and a woman chimes in on some stuff that you are interested in. Like if we're having a conversation, you and I on the elevator, we're talking about Marvel movies, right?
Yeah.
And then a woman gets on the elevator, a few people get on the elevator, and then as you're riding, she automatically just off the cuff chimes in with some true stuff, some real stuff. That's not gonna be like, oh, is that or is that not sexy?
Yeah, that's a little sexy. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But that's personal, you know what I mean? Because not everybody's into that. But maybe for someone else, it's different reading material than somebody chimes in. You know what I mean? Yeah, but ladies, if a man gets on and you guys are discussing something, and two women are discussing something about an article they saw in, old magazine, and the dude jumps in and says, yes, I think you should wash your blueberries before you throw them in your pancakes, because the emollients, the acidity will be shut down. Ladies, is that sexy?
Is it sexy for a man to chime in when you're discussing with your female friend whether or not you should carry a Prada bag while wearing a blueberry outfit?
Burberry. He said blueberry. If you're wearing a blueberry outfit from the Wizard of Oz collection.
And we all know some people who think they trying to act like they got on Burberry, but they really wearing blueberry. I'm not gonna say no names, Artie.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody know what I'm talking about.
That's terrible. Hey, but yeah, I mean, is it what are those things about someone that make them sexy or attractive? Are there things outside of the norm that make people you know, Saxtive outside of the obvious. And here's one I want to ask about. And if there are any ladies.
Oh, I just got a text. Somebody said the way if a man keeps his nails groomed, not pedicure, manicured nails is sexy to a woman.
Is it okay for men to go get manicures?
I think so.
Have you ever been one?
I've got a manicure and a pedicure. It's one of the most. It's one of the most peaceful moments. Like it's cool. You've never gone to get a.
If I walk in one of them shops and see your big ass.
Ladies, is it okay for a man to get a manicure or a pedicure? Is it okay for a man to go get that done? And I actually need to get one. I haven't had one done in a while. I'm not gonna hold. That's why I'm not gonna hold my fingers up to the damn. Listen to the camera. Yeah.
If I walk in one of them places and your big 6'5" ass,
yeah,
is sitting in the chair breaking it, it's a bit much for me. I think I would have to walk out. No, baby, you're not gonna get your stuff done here because this dude is not supposed to be in. This place is about to get held up. This place is about to get robbed because they doing basketball players.
Now I'm not going to the joint that is $40 to get your manicure. I'm gonna go to the spot that's got a deal because I'm not trying to get polished and everything. I just wanted to clip the nails.
I can only imagine what happens when Corey Manning walks through the door of one of those salons and like, oh my God, go zero. We don't have money. What?
You know what? I'm going this week. I'm going to get me a mani and a pedicure.
Can you Periscope?
I'll Periscope while I'm a Periscope.
Can you Periscope while you do that?
What day I'm gonna do that?
This is the only dude who probably goes to get a mani and pedi with socks on.
Any guys? Are there any other guys out there?
If they ask you to keep your socks on while they're doing the,
I'm walking out because I want my feet done.
You know, please take off socks.
What kills me though is when they ask you, do you want clear polish? No, I don't want no polish.
No, you in there for the full treatment.
No,
sit down.
No, I don't want polish.
Get some polish on.
You can buff my nails, but you ain't gotta. I don't want my joints polished.
Get some polish on, dude. Get the polish, man.
I would. You know what? The reason why, first of all, buffing gives you the same clear shine that if you were to get the polish done to your nails, that it gives you the same thing. The thing about getting polished, clear polish, one is that the clear polish, after a while, is going to start chipping. Then you're going to really look like you
so somebody going to call you out on your busted feet?
Yeah.
Chip polish.
That's not the feet.
Where are you going that people are calling?
It's not
on your hands.
It's on my hands.
People at the job.
Yeah.
While you getting your Starbucks, you reach across the counter and they say, "Oh my God, you had a bad job."
It's nothing worse though than to be in a public place where a person is either counting money, giving you a change, and they hand you their money and their nails are jacked up.
That's kind of bougie, man.
But it's not bougie. Have you ever been to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and a woman hands you the coffee and she has just got her nails done and they look nice?
Give me the coffee.
Yeah, but you've never gone to a public place, a business, and somebody cashier or whatever is serving you like, you know, giving you your items. And you look at her nails, you never complimented her on her nails?
One time I was going through the pipe and one of the
Go ahead.
I was coming through one of the tolls on the pipe, and the woman in the booth had her nails done like immaculately and was giving out the change and whatnot. And actually it caught me off guard because I'm like, wow, you like handing out change and whatnot, but your hands look like you should be a hand model. I mean, so it works in the reverse too. Yes, maybe because she had, you know, such a position where she's using her hands all the time. What's up, Sharon? She had a position where she was using her hands all the time. I didn't expect her to have the tight, you know, the tight mani.
Yeah, it's so Sharon, for those who just joined in, like Sharon and who else joined in, we're talking about whether or not find something sexy and unique that you find about a person that's sexy that most people might not find sexy. And a person texted us and said that they find that a man who's a man with a manicure is sexy. they had nice kept nails. And then Chris and I were debating back and forth about whether or not a man should or should not get a manicure and or pedicure. Yeah, I've done it before. And then he was saying that we've both run across women who work on a job and they have their nails done and look nice. And sometimes you will compliment a person. I've complimented women when they had nice nails. Chris saying there's certain situations where a woman might have immaculate nails and she's doing some type of service work where it's
I didn't expect her to have immaculate.
Is it too much, or is you just weren't expecting?
It wasn't that it was too much. I mean, it was very nice. I could appreciate a nice set of hands, but I didn't expect that.
Okay, so she got like if you work at the toll booth on the Mass Pike and you got 2-inch nails, then that's too much.
It might be a little bit too much. I mean, you might be in the wrong position, but there's nothing wrong with a woman taking care of her vanity, her hands, and everything else. There's nothing. Then don't get me wrong. And me personally, I do notice when a woman has nice hands or her feet done or whatever. It's a nice touch.
Right.
It's a nice touch. But
so do you don't think that women think the same thing when a man has it? Like, I know the old saying is women always look at a man's shoes. That's the first thing they look at. Shoes are important to women. What you're wearing and how big your feet are one of the things first women look at. I'm just saying. I might be wrong.
There's another connotation about the shoes.
That's not what we're talking about.
We already know about that.
13s.
But But here's the other thing. Here's how you got the shit.
See the Medina's favorite. Go ahead.
But here's the other thing. Ladies, are you getting yourself into, I guess it's the circles you're in or the places you go. Because ladies, if you meet a guy that has his hands done and his feet done, are you making assumptions about that guy? Not about his sexuality or anything, but that he's a high maintenance kind of dude. You know what I mean? Now on Saturday, when you're trying to go get your hands and feet done,
he's coming with you.
Go start the car. I got an appointment too. Now what's the relationship like?
He coming to the car after they get the nails done, just like you talking about some. You open the door. I'm not opening the door. You open the door.
I just got my
shit done too.
You got on flip flops. He got on flip flops too. Y'all both.
You got a little thing between his. You got a thing between your toes.
He got tissues
between his toes too. No, that's why I cut it off. I don't wear them joints. I don't wear the sandals and shit.
Y'all both in the house with your feet up, hands up, like I can't answer the phone either. My stuff ain't dry either.
You blowing, he blowing.
What's the cutoff? But here's the thing too. I think I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I think women expect men to have rougher features, like hands and feet.
You say that, and I remember actually
because I've been she said there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, until it's you and your friends ask you, well, where's Dante at? Oh, he went down.
He going to the nail salon.
He's at the salon. Oh, he's getting a cut?
No. But I do remember some more having a joke about she don't trust a man with a smooth butt, like he lotion it all the time. Like if his ass ain't, excuse my language, but if his butt ain't nasty, if it ain't ashy, she don't trust his sexuality. I feel like now I felt like after watching that, I need to rough my butt up a little bit, because that's one of the first places I lotion. Like, I don't know ashy.
It's hard. I don't know. I guess it depends on your relationship, but it's hard for a man to want to keep up with his vanity, when a guy wants to keep up with his thing. So, maybe ladies are expecting dudes to be a little rough around the edges or whatever, and guys fall into it. They maybe guys are trying to be rough and tumble because they don't want people to think they're punk or something like that. But I've been complimented a lot of times, or surprising people, the fact that I have soft hands.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like, what's wrong? Like, I'm like, my hands are soft. What kind of man have you been with?
Like, maybe you should stop dating loggers, dudes that are chopping down trees and digging with their hands. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I usually attribute it to, I haven't done a hard day's work in my life.
I wash dishes.
Yes.
I wash dishes.
Yes.
I don't wear gloves when I wash dishes.
I wash my hands a lot.
And I wash my hands a lot. And I work in the office. I work in the office space.
I take my hat off to dudes out there. I know a very good dude that'll come to your crib and chop down your trees and all that. Yeah. And I'm sure, you know, them dudes are getting it in. But that's, I don't have the hands for that.
Yeah, I know for that. What catches me off guard, and I'd be like, "This is what they're looking for." Have you ever ran across a guy, you know, at the show, you shake your hands, and some dude shake your hand? This shit like is rough. It's
feel like a horse.
What is this, a hand or a hoof? What the hell is going on?
You feel plastic.
I immediately feel like I need to go and wash my hands. Like I'm looking for hand sanitizers immediately. Like, why are your hands that damn rough?
Oh man, it feels like he's got a pair of gloves on. Something, he got skin gloves on.
Okay, I'm gonna go there, ladies.
If that dude slaps a child, it is assault. It's assault. That's assaulting you with a deadly weapon.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't want hands like that on my private parts. I wouldn't, man. That's like putting the branch.
Oh, you're going too far. You're taking it too far. I got no part of that.
Or maybe they like the ribs. I'm just okay. That was too far.
Listen. You can call in 857-220-7378. This is Off the Wall. That's Corey Manning.
That's Chris Tabb.
And we are having a good time, having a blast with our topics and things of that nature. I wanted to touch a little bit on there's some things going on in entertainment. I know we covered the Leslie Jones thing. And this is just real quick because I don't understand it, but I saw some rebuttals to it. So our friend and yours, Mr. Cat Williams, let's see if we can find out what's there he is. Our friend and yours, Mr. Cat Williams, Micah Cat Williams. Did you know his name was Micah? Yeah, Micah Cat Williams has been, I don't know, I guess the best way to put it, attacking or, you know, making some comments and things like that to fellow comedians, and one of the first people.
When you say attacking, that means like he's coming at him. I think
not physically.
He's made some challenging comments towards his comedic peers.
Well, he's made some challenging comments, but he in his diatribe, he attacked Kevin Hart. Yeah, I heard that somewhere before. In his video,
can somebody Google diatribe and post the definition of diatribe on Facebook or Twitter or Periscope? Because diatribe is that like a tribe of people that die, or is that like you discolor the people or recolor a whole tribe of people? Is it like a whole tribe of black women?
Why do we have to?
Is it a whole tribe of black women with lace fronts that have been dyed?
Why? So anyway, in his
diatribe. Okay, there's diatribe. We're looking it up. Diatribe, a forceful or bitter verbal attack against someone or something. Okay. All right.
Damn, man, a dude can't be bossed in public, man. It's like
this man be like, he get a word for the day and try to engage that word in a sentence throughout the day.
Oh my God!
Evidently diatribe. Man, he typed it in and wasn't even spelling it right.
I spelled it right.
Yeah, because Google spelled it right for you. Go ahead, talk about the diatribe.
In his diatribe, he said that, and for lack of I'm going to clean it up here. He said Kevin Hart is doing sexual favors in order to get to where he is, and he insinuated that he was a puppet because he said somebody had their hand up his back. Basically, I guess his point was controlling his career, or, you know, I didn't really understand it, because is he saying that, okay, Kevin Hart performed sexual favors to get where he is, or someone had this grand scheme and they just needed a person to drop in, because when somebody says you're a puppet, that means somebody else is pulling the strings. But in comedy, it's like, you know, as far as writing material and just being a talent, how is that possible? You know, yeah, we've seen people in places in entertainment that probably don't belong. Maybe they weren't as talented to warrant the attention on themselves. But Kevin Hart is one dude I'm saying it's not that dude. I mean, this dude worked hard and deserves everything he's got. I don't know Kevin Hart personally, but just from what I've seen and the information that I have on him, hardworking comedian, hardworking performer and entertainer, deserves everything he's got. I mean, this guy got signed by I forget his manager, his management's name, same manager as David Attell, but was the first guy ever signed off of a tape. Another comedian saw him and said, Dave Attell saw him and said, my manager has to see you. Dave Attell brought his manager, Dave Becky, brought Dave Becky a tape, a recording of this guy, and Kevin Hart was on and popping. And let's look at it. Dave Attell, well-established, doing his thing. He's got his following and everything. He doesn't have to do this for Kevin Hart. He doesn't have to do this for Kevin Hart. Brings him the tape. Kevin Hart did not waste Dave Attell's time. All right? He's on and popping. So for Cat Williams, who I thoroughly enjoy, by the way, I've seen some of the Cat Williams specials are my favorite. But for him to come out and say that, you know, I don't know, that this is contrived, someone's pulling strings or whatever, is sort of ridiculous. I mean, so is this a way for Cat Williams to bring attention to himself because his career has derailed twice, maybe 3 times? I mean, Cat Williams has had more than enough chances. And I don't know Cat Williams either, but damn, he's been there and back a couple times. I don't think an attack like this is necessary.
I mean, I think that it's. I don't think it's necessary. I don't agree. I don't think it's warranted. I feel like, to me, it just shows me that this happens at all levels of entertainment.
Yes, it
happens at all levels of entertainment, and it happens in all areas of life. Like, we all know somebody that's hated on us or hated on somebody for reasons that you couldn't understand, but they have had that passion to do it, and they want to do it, and they put it out there, and you're like, why are you coming at them like that?
Yeah.
And then we know
they're doing their thing.
But then again, we on the other side, we might say somebody's showing this person all this kind of love, or people showing these people all this love, and it's not unwarranted, undeserved. Right. I think about comedians who, you know, veteran comedians who come at these cats that are getting these deals, accolades based off of their Twitter followership. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, because a lot of people follow them. Yeah. They're popular, yes, but are they talented?
Right.
That's the trade-off.
It goes both ways. You know, I don't understand it. I think both of them are talented. And then what's even crazy is the fact that he attacked Kevin, and then less than a week later, he comes out and apologized. And this is why he apologized on the Tigger show, V103, and I think he went on CNN and apologized too. Yeah. I didn't see the CNN clip, but I did see the one that he did with Tigger. And in the midst of that, 2 things happened. One, and you didn't hear this part, I don't think you heard this part, he not only apologized, but he announced that him, Dave Chappelle, and Kevin Hart are doing a show together at the Staples Center. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
And they sold like 19,000 tickets already for the event. And the place holds 29. So, I mean, I don't know. But then in the same breath, or within the same paragraph of this announcement, he comes at what you read, he comes at Chris Rock.
He says, so he flips at the end of the apology and says, you know, I was misguided. I was having a bad day. I went at Kevin Hart. I shouldn't have. And as part of when he was going at Kevin Hart, he said he was going to book a show in Philly. He was going to record his special in Philly, where Kevin Hart is from, and, you know, go at Kevin Hart on stage. He was challenging Kevin Hart. He said he could come on stage and we could play basketball. We could go joke for joke with comedy. We could play checkers. We could play pool, whatever. I will destroy you in whatever you want to do. He apologizes for all that. And then says, okay, I was wrong for that, but I'm gonna do my special in the Barclays Center, which is in Brooklyn, and says he's gonna attack Chris Rock. Chris Rock.
I don't get understand it. Here, what I do,
and what I'm assuming is he's using, maybe, I don't know if he's using his fuel is going to be, you know, Chris Rock hosting the Oscars and you know, taking care of the whole Oscar controversy. I don't know if that's his point. I didn't finish watching the interview, but I don't know if that's
I mean, I don't get it. I understand it, and again, I think they're both unwarranted, because I think Chris Rock is maybe, and I'm on the outside looking in, and maybe stuff that come up where some of the stuff his claims might be true, but based on what I know about both Kevin Hart and Chris Rock, like they're two of the most well-respected, talented, and comedians who are reaching back to help others that I know that are out there, especially at the level that they're at.
At the level they're at, they don't have to.
I would appreciate it if either one of those cats would come back and reach and grab a brother. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Tracy Morgan for allowing me the opportunity to perform with him on tour. But I wish, if you want to help some other comedians out, CoreyManning.com, at Corey Manning on Twitter and on Periscope. So, but I do appreciate Cat Williams expressing himself. Like, a lot of times cats will have feelings one way or the other about a person, but don't say why. I appreciate him not only sharing what he thought, but also expressing why he thought those things too. Like, I appreciate that. Not saying that what he's saying is true. I just appreciate a brother's willingness to be honest in a world that's so politically correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, you know, does it hurt his brand now? Does it hurt his brand? Because he's done this. He's done this. He's gone at his guy. You come out, attack somebody, then you have to apologize. Then you attack somebody else. In between all the other stuff, there's been arrests, there's been accusations for other things and things he's done, being sued by paparazzi and everything else. How much can your brand take? I mean, yeah, you have fans and people are riding with you, but how long can you ride before you just say, enough is enough, man? I just want to enjoy it, come to the concert, enjoy the jokes. What's all the extra stuff for, man? I just want to come and see the movie.
It doesn't hurt his brand, I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't hurt his brands because Cat Williams has fans that are Cat Williams fans, and they're going to be fans regardless of what he says.
So you're saying what he's doing as a performing artist for his fans is what he should be doing. That's acceptable.
It's who he is, who they know him to be. They don't expect any more or any less from Cat Williams. It does, so that they're going to be his fans regardless. So he might have a few fall off, but for the most part, they're going to be there.
Right.
On the other end, he's going to pick up more fans simply because he's saying what he's saying.
True. So this may be one of them PR joints where I'm not even gonna say that, because I don't think he would stoop to that level, because he could attack anybody.
Right.
Then.
Right.
But everybody goes at the top person though. Everybody usually goes at the top guy. Everybody wants to play Michael Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean? They ain't gonna attack. You know, they're gonna attack Michael Jordan. So I get.
They're gonna do what they do. Now, if he is doing it for that reason, for publicity, he's a genius.
Okay. Yeah.
If Cat Williams, Chris Rock are in on it, it's even more genius.
I know.
It could backfire, and if anybody whose brand could be hurt by this, it's Kevin Hart. I don't think Chris Rock is Chris Rock. He's who he is.
Right.
Just like Cat Williams is Cat Williams. He has his level of brand. He's going to do what he's going to do. It's going to be whatever. For Kevin, because he's the man right now, it could hurt him. Just like the Formation video with Beyonce. Like, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this whole Beyonce thing, because this thing could either catapult her to another level, which is difficult because she's Beyonce, or this could be her undoing. This could literally, and as stupid as this may sound for Beyonce, this could be her Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? This could be her Bill Cosby moment right here. Formation could be her Bill Cosby moment.
Right. I haven't even heard the song on the radio or anything.
I've heard it on the radio. I mean, I don't listen to radio, but I've heard the song. I looked at the video. I don't get it. I was astonished with the repercussions from the Super Bowl. Like I wasn't even expecting. I didn't even see Black Panthers.
Yeah, I didn't make the connection.
No, until I saw it. I was like, oh, maybe it was.
Until somebody said it, and I was like, oh, I guess it could be. But here's my thing. If you have a problem with what Beyonce did, that has been done for years. Years. Marvin Gaye did the same thing. That's what What's Going On was all about.
Michael Jackson
has spoke out against the establishment. Police
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson? And you worried about Beyonce?
Beyonce. Give me a break. I think this goes back to our earlier point where social media gives everybody
the earlier point, which wasn't recorded. But go ahead.
It was. People saw it here. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice on social media, and companies and Big Brother and everybody, the larger establishment, pay so much attention to it. Oh, a bunch of people are coming out against it. So I don't know if Beyonce's record company is like, uh-oh, look out. They think our person, you know, Beyonce is too political, or she's too black or pro-black, or speaking out against the. But the thing about the cops not wanting to come to the concert and listen, if you're a police officer that is still on the force, and you were on the force when the Black Panther Party was popular, your ass probably need to retire.
Yes.
Give me a break.
Yes.
She made a reference to something that went on in the 70s, and somebody got a problem with it.
The legit thing that I've heard.
I don't get it. Somebody please explain it to me. If you understand what people are talking about, please text it, tweet it, call in 857-220-7370. I don't get it.
The legit thing, or the thing that I can understand people complaining about, was how she used the stuff that in a video. Have you seen the video?
No.
There's a clip in the video. Some of the clips in the video reference Katrina.
Okay.
They reference Hurricane Katrina and how people are drowning. She's on a police car doing it with the flood. The water's coming above the police car. She's doing the song, and people are saying that she's using tragic moments in African American history as a way to monetize what she's doing.
Right, but shouldn't black people have a problem with that?
But the black people are the ones that are complaining.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I understand them having a problem with it, but who hasn't done that? Who has, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, rap songs have been about, George Bush and Katrina.
Yeah.
A million.
Yeah. I mean,
there were mixtapes put out about Katrina.
Cat Williams did the best joke I've ever heard about
Def
Comedy Jam about Hurricane Katrina. That was not on Def Comedy Jam, I don't think. I think that was on BET BET Awards. Was it?
No, it was on Def Comedy Jam. But that was the same show Patrice O'Neal was on. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Google that.
Was Patrice O'Neal? And shout out to my girl Vanessa Fraction. Was that the same show?
That was the same show. It was on the same season or something.
It was on the same season. I don't think they were on the same show.
Time. Yeah. But if you haven't seen it, Google it. But my question is, and I'm obviously not balling with Beyonce, but I probably wouldn't have preferred back to Hurricane Katrina because it's 10 years old.
Right.
I mean, Katrina's pretty old now. For you to come out with, you're trying to make a statement now as opposed to making a statement then. And they probably gave money or whatever. I get it. Right. But the song needed to come out then. If you got to make a statement about Katrina, that song needed to come out within a few months of it happening, so it's fresh in everybody's mind. I mean, there are people now who are fans of Beyonce that weren't around. You know what I mean? You got 10 and 12-year-old girls or whatever watching that don't even know what Katrina was about.
I don't think it's not the song. The song is not about Katrina. The video references.
Yeah. So,
but I think.
But is she going far back and referencing?
I think from an artistic perspective, they were trying to say, like, what images can we cast in this video that would be relevant to the black struggle in a modern day US. Yeah. And they didn't want to go back to slavery. Like, it should have came up with, having cast and change with Kendrick Lamar did a good job of that.
Yeah.
But I just think people are overreacting to an artist being an artist and referencing things in an artistic way.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to us trying to be PC. Like NWA movie, Straight Outta Compton came out, and the whole thing about them is that they were trying to get them to be more. They were trying to limit in what they say and what they said in broadcast and radio, but that changed the game up and opened up the opportunity for us.
Right.
So again, it's not the first time it's been done. It's been
happening for years.
It's an artist. It's Beyonce. It's not like
it's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce. It's not like
she's not
like a political leader. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of our political leaders.
Yeah, Beyonce isn't on CNN, people.
Yeah,
she's not making an appearance on CNN.
And I doubt she will.
Like Stacey Dash.
Yeah. We'll talk about Stacey Dash. We're about to roll out. We've been on here going in the 90 minutes, so we've done some overtime in this joint. Again, we thank y'all for joining us on Off the Wall. Live performance going down each and every Sunday. We do this at 1:30
p.m. My apologies to anybody who jumped on and off the Google Hangout joint. You know, we'll make sure. I thought it started automatically. I didn't know, people. I didn't know. But definitely check us out here every week. I like the so this was the first week we did the Facebook thing, and I think it worked out. If you liked it as well, please feel free to throw something in the chat. Let us know. And we'll be happy to continue on that route.
Quick shout out on sponsors real quick. Then we'll close it out the show. It's this Thursday, March the 9th. Catch me at the House of Blues in Boston. Every Friday and Saturday here going forward until he says he's not there anymore. You check out Chris Tabb at the Comedy Scene. Both of us, me and Chris Tabb, will be at the Comedy Scene for the Off the Wall live comedy show on May the 13th. What's up, Ryan Cott? Appreciate you joining in there. March the 20th, you can check me out at Maggie's Lounge hosting Nikki Carr, NBC finalist on Last Comic Standing. That's March 20th. Chris Tabb is going to be at Carol Lee Corner doing the summer comedy series from March the 19th, going all the way through November the 19th. And you check me out in March, on March the 12th, this Saturday, at the Double Up Freestyling in Rhode Island. This has been the Off the Wall show. Where's my joint? Oh, yeah, here we go. So Off the Wall show. Check out my man Chris Tabb. Tell them where they can find you at.
www.christabshow.com. Twitter, Periscope, all that.
Corey Manning, you can find me at CoreyManning.com. Twitter, Periscope, find me there. It's been live with y'all. Facebook is about to sign out. We're going overtime over here. Boom. End of the live. Peace. Yo, Google, check it out. We live, y'all. Appreciate it.